see if this... Hello? I want to see if my internet is gonna work here, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't cut out on me like it usually does. So, hi ladies. Happy Friday. And this week's over, you guys. Like, it's over. I feel so like I can breathe, you know? So the last, week, I've been a mess. You know, my nerves and stuff. And so I had to get on here today and share some things with you. Because I did it. Like, I made a decision that it was almost like there was no option for it to be the other way. And that's because that's how I have, that's the story I've told myself for the last, month and a half, probably. I've said it probably a couple, I don't know, to you guys on this live, but my friends that watch this, I know in real life, I've said many times, like, there is no other option. There is no other option to this decision. Like, there's no choice. Like, there was no way because I can't show up in my purpose. I can't show up in my truth in this relationship. It just couldn't happen. It's not possible. And that's because it's not my reality. My reality hasn't changed, but the way that I view, and also my worthiness, like my worth is so, it's so obvious to me now. Like, I want to help you I want to help whoever's having trouble right now in a relationship or even a job or something that's like draining you, that maybe previously added value to your life or, you know, had a benefit of some sort, had some sort of something that it added to your life. They did something. They helped you out. They weren't draining you all the way only. That's how this relationship, that's how in the end, there was absolutely not one thing at all that he was providing me. Nothing. Like, I mean, I tried to find something and it just wasn't there anymore. And it just, not anything he did wrong or I did wrong. Like, nobody did anything wrong per se. Like, I did everything, like, I'm doing things right. And for the first time, I'm doing things for myself and for my children. That sucks to say that, and I've done stuff for my children, but they weren't top of mind before. They weren't. Mom, is that you? I can't see. Like, type in the comments, you guys, whenever you get in here, because I can't see on my phone, and I'm not going to be on here. I'm going to be on here for 30 minutes and that's it. 30 minutes is all I'm going to be on here for. I'm going to try really, really hard because I like it. I like getting on here and talking to you guys, especially, I mean, this is what has helped me over the last month and a half, is this group and me talking, and maybe, you know, call it my soapbox, and I got up here, but this is what's here for all of you. And I highly, if there's anything that you feel like you're feeling pulled in one direction, but you're stuck in your light, like it's a different direction than you've ever taken before, or it's not the norm, okay? Because everybody knows that I'm definitely not the norm in my surroundings here, but it's going to be the norm. So I'm lighting my incense here. Izzy is home, by the way, my daughter, for till the 18th. Her teacher has COVID. And also our neighbor in the back, her teacher has COVID at Cass. So if any of you have kids at Lewis Cass, let me know in the comments, like, are your kids going to school right now? Because this COVID stuff is really taking a toll on me, my best friends. Like, this is what this is for. Hey, Ariana. Is COVID, like, really affecting you too? Is your daughter at home, Ariana? Hi, Amber. I know with Amber, like, COVID has been, it's fucking, like, sorry, Mom. But it's freaking crazy. Like, this is really taking a toll on me, especially this week, because Izzy wasn't supposed to be home. Like, she wasn't supposed to be here, and she was. But I think that was kind of like, I think there was a reason that she was here, honestly. I swear, I really do believe that she was here. Hi, Amber. I'm going to get you to come on one day. So, okay, I'm only going to be on here for 30 minutes. So, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to pull a card, okay? Because Sunday's the new moon, you guys. It's the new moon. So I've been thinking about, like, Amber and I, Ariana, and I don't know who else is on here, but last Saturday, we had, like, a full moon ceremony, and I burned all my lingerie. And it was so much fun, and, like, it wasn't really, like, I mean, my house was, like, a disaster, and, like, everything's crazy, but I would love to have, like, that again, and have maybe other, like, ladies that are around here, like, locally, to, like, get together on like, the full moon and do that, and, like, not have our phones, and, like, or, you know, Amber and I'll just, whatever. I just want to, like, every month, like, we need to do this full moon, because I 100%, without a doubt, believed, like, the energy work that I did prior to this event, to David getting out, is why it was so, there was no resistance. There was no resistance. Like, I couldn't even be, like, around in this, like, I felt like I was not me. I was, like, out of my body. It's like I was numb. I was like a zombie. Like, there was no way I could operate in my life with him there. It scared me, actually. Like, the next morning, like Wednesday morning, like, I was scared, because I'm like, no, this is not going to be my life. Like, there's no freaking way I could live my life pretending. But then I think about, like, how many of us do that? We pretend or act like we like something, or we're okay with someone, or we're okay with how the way someone treats it. You know, we pretend, we act like it's okay just to, like, save the peace and whatever, be people pleasers. And it's so, the energy that was, like, drained from me that day because of how much energy it took to, like, try to play a part. I mean, it kind of, like, took me back to before my awakening, like, how I was before, how I just tried to agree with everything and not rock the boat and stuff. And it's so, like, it sucks the soul out of you. Amber, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, okay, so I'm gonna pull a card, but I want to do that every month. So, like, let me know in the comments who would like to do that too. Like, if you're around the Walton, Galveston, Kokomo, even Indianapolis, Ariana, I know you're in Indy. Like, let's, like, I don't know, let's, like, figure something out, because it's very powerful. And the cord cutting meditation, I did that at least two times a week, maybe even more. I'd fall asleep listening to it. And when you fall asleep listening to meditation, the effects, it still does what it does. Like, you're in that theta state, which is when your brain is the most receptive. Your subconscious is the most receptive, and it retains that. You change your stuff, your wiring. It just happens. So that's why I recommend, if you don't meditate, like, you're starting out, just do it at night. And so, yeah, I still do it at night. I did it this morning, and I do it more when I'm, like, you know, but anyway, so let me pull this card real quick. And then I'll get on to what else I want to talk about. And then there's also this crystal here I want to talk about. It's Citrine is what it is, and I'm just, like, getting into crystals, but I have a story with that crystal, because it's been, I got it in my first, like, healing kit thing that I got at Books A Million, and then I lost it. Hi, Heather! I lost this. It's called Citrine, and I don't know, Heather, if you know about crystals, but it was in, and the kids, I don't know if they lost it. I had, for some reason, I felt like, I need that Citrine. It's Citrine. I don't even know what it does. I don't even know. But in my intuition, it was like, you need that Citrine. You need that Citrine. And so I ordered it on Amazon, and I got, like, I didn't bring them back here, but I just found something, like, on Pinterest, and I'm going to share it with you guys. And it's why. It's like, crystals, like, talk to you. I know I sound crazy, but in the workshops I've taken, they, like, talk to you. Like, I don't know. They're energetic. Like, crystals they have so much energy in them. Okay, so, here, I'm going to do that card right there. I'm just going to pull one card, and Sunday's the new moon, Heather. And I was talking about, like, having, like, a full moon, like, like, how Amber and I did a couple the Saturday before last. I'd like to do that, like, every month. Okay, so the card is Balance, Spirituality, and Practicality, Full Moon in Pisces. That is what this card is. And so really it's just about kind of what I'm talking about today, honestly, because with me ending that relationship, I did have to balance it. It took my spirituality and being practical about stuff, because if you're too woo-woo about things, like it's all energy and I'm going to do this, and you don't have any practicality in it, it's off balance, and then everything, it's just weird. But this time, like this cord cutting meditation that I talked about, it works, you guys. Like it works. It works. Like I was a skeptic up until not until like the last year, but before that, I like this is all crazy, like nonsense, right? Like really, like who just like imagines like cutting a cord off of you? Like that sounds crazy. It effing works, you guys. It's blowing my mind right now. So I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. So that's what our card is for today. Balance, spirituality and practicality. And I'm just gonna see like I'm not going to read the whole message, but I'm going to read some. I want to see what the like attuned to the moon thing says. And I did a reading the other day with this, which I want to do. I want to do one with this deck too sometime. I think I might pull one out of there. I don't know. But let me know if you guys get, Heather, you said you were going to get these. I want to see if you do get them, let me know. I actually would love to just like order them and send them to you guys that get on here all the time with me. I might actually do that. So let me know if you want some, like if you would want these cards, or like if you're interested in it, let me know, please, because I would love to do that for you. Sorry, this is like why I don't like this. I can never find it. I always lose it. Maybe not. Why can't I find it? I can't find the Pisces one. Capricorn. Okay, here we go. So, attune to the moon. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. Additional meanings. You're in a super romantic but not realistic, super realistic state. Follow your intuition. It won't let you down, and it never does. At worst, this card can herald the end of a dream. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate. Avoid substance abuse. Okay. And then let's see. Practicality is at odds with the numinous Piscean energies that have no borders, so feel your way now. Psychic ability is heightened when the full moon is in Pisces and your soulmates now connect. It's also a time to send out your dreams to the universe, releasing your fears. So that's our card for that. And then this crystal. So I was looking on Pinterest a little bit ago, and it's actually connected, like, because I did that chakra healing stuff to like the certification, and it's tied to the solar plexus. So it is about your career. So like your career, or like whatever you're doing that you want to do forever for your life. And then it's also, which I'll bring it up here, but it's about releasing like anything that drains you. It said releasing negativity, or clearing negativity was another one for it. So, but basically, and I'll find it and I'll post it in here, and it's just that the energy of it helps you rid negative energy. And I had this like in my pocket when David was here on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, and I just felt like a repellent. Like there was no attachment there. And so about the cord cutting, while I look for this, we all form attachments. Every relationship, your kids, you're at work, every person you talk to, even if you just stand by somebody who is, you have some for connection. You know, you feel those connections that you have with some people and you don't have them with other people. And you actually form legit energetic connections. And either these people who, like Amber and I have one, you know, Cassie, Heather, you and I have one now, Eric, like we have ones that uplift us and add value to our lives and refill us with positive energy. And then we have the ones that drain us over and over and over again. And so an example is before my awakening, or before Dave and I started dating, I'd go in a circle between men. So there were like 3 guys that I would always go in a circle of dating, or especially there was 1 or 2 that just I was like it was always them, okay? And it was always like I'd go back, I just constantly go back. And it was like something was still there. I couldn't put my finger on it, but something was still there. And I am convinced now that it's those cords, because with David on Tuesday, like I had and I even I tried, you guys, like I got home from wherever he was, jail, and I tried to see if there was like that thing, and it wasn't there. I mean, it was not there at all. Like I've never felt this before. So this is why I know that this meditation works, Heather, because and then you asked me about it. I saw your message and I was like, yes, girl, you have, like, I don't think I've never experienced anything like this to where it was so clear, cut and dry. And it was just, and even with him, and I think it helped him too, because when I do a meditation, a cord cutting meditation, you also heal the other person. It's not just you're doing it for them too. Like you wish them well, you send them good intentions, but it was still hard for him, but it could have been way nastier. And it wasn't. It was kind of like, yeah, he said some like crappy things to me, and like, but that's him. Like those comments he makes, that's him. But it just wasn't as hard as what it usually is when I break up with somebody, or when you make a decision, a different decision than what it has been. So with this cord cutting, I'm going to put a meditation in there, which I would do one today, but actually, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I am going to do one, like a little, it's not going to be a long one, but my coach, my business and life coach, Natalie Schlute is her name. She actually created an online like course type thing for getting in touch with your intuition more. I mean, it's fantastic, you guys. I'll put the link in this for her course and for her page, because she is just, I've learned, she's the reason that I'm like this now. Like I've learned so much. But she actually gave me a cord cutting meditation like months ago, and I forgot about it until now. And maybe it's in this one, or until last night. Sorry, last night I found it. And everything I've been teaching you guys, or like I've been talking about in here, it's in like here. So like right here is how to manifest. So like feel good first, move quickly, take inspired action. So I'm like, oh yeah, I just did that. Okay, so cord cutting, here we go. So it's important to practice occasionally clearing your energy field. And it is good. Every day you should clear your energy field. And so that's what I'm going to do, a meditation on, like clearing your energy and like your aura and your chakras and stuff. But in order to be a clear channel for what you want to manifest, we often hold on to old vibrations of limiting past beliefs, traumatic experiences, emotions that don't serve us, and cords of energy from other people that hold us back from moving forward. And that's what it is too. It's like they have this pull, this hold on you to where you can't go forward, but you don't want to go back, and you're like stuck. Yeah. That's why you cut the cord. The following intentional practices that you can use during meditation will help you clear your energy as often as you need to. So empaths may want to use these practices daily. I actually do this every day. I just didn't realize it. So I'll share a meditation. It's just relaxing your mind and body. And if you get on YouTube, you can look for like calming meditations that just get you into that theta state. That's where you want to get, is the theta state. That's the whole key of meditation, and why you have to breathe and, soothe your nervous system and get calm, because then you start to, that's where rewiring is. So once you're calm, notice where you're holding tension in your body, because we hold tension, especially if we sit all day, like Amber, if you sit at a computer, or when I sit all day, my neck, like right here, hurts like so bad because I'm horrible. But also at night, like my back over here will hurt, or even in my stomach. Like you hold pain and from feelings and stress and stuff, you hold it turns into dis-ease. You get sick. You literally get sick because your energy is that's why you get sick, because you're lacking like something with your energy. So but once you're calm, notice where you're holding the tension in your body. Visualize or feel that energy moving down and out of your body into the earth. and where it is can be transmuted into positive healing energy. Like picture tree roots growing out of the root chakra or like the base of your spine into the earth. And then you can also ask your body where you're holding energy that doesn't serve you, or if you are holding on to energy from other people. Because you can do that, especially if you're empathic. Yes, upper back. I know, but right here on my neck, like on the bottom of my, like right there on your, I'll show you whenever I come over there. Like it hurts really, really bad. But okay, so where was I at? Holding energy that doesn't serve you. So if you're like empathic or you're highly sensitive or you feel like I used to cry. This is an example. For like as long as I can remember when I was in school, and this used to embarrass me, I would cry if someone else was crying. Like even if I didn't know them and I just like was there, I would start crying, or I would like feel, and I was so embarrassed by it. I would get so embarrassed because I would always cry. And then when I found out about all this, and that's like that's empathic, that's an empath, like a tendency or whatever, and I was like, oh, that makes sense, because I feel that feeling, like I feel that energy, I feel that feeling just by being around them. So like narcissists, like they are in emotional vampires is what they say. Hey girl, I know, I saw your comment, Delana. I'm gonna send you a message, and we need to get together sometime soon. Okay, but anyway, I was talking about empaths. And that's how I knew I was it was an empath thing, is because I can feel other energy. So sometimes when you're like in a shitty mood and you don't even really realize, like there's no reason for you to be in a shitty mood. You just are, or like you hold on to depression, which this is also another thing. That might not even be like your because of you. Girl, I'll tell you all the things. I'm gonna go both of you on here right now, and Amber, like, I could just go into everything right now and it would be okay, but let me finish this first. So anyway, that's the holding on to energy from other people. So see what comes up for you. Once you identify any energy you need to release, use the same process of moving that energy down through the roots. And Delana, I'm talking about energy clearing. So just to catch you up, like it was so easy to tell David to get his shit and go on Wednesday. It was so easy because there was energetic cords. I don't know if you've seen anything else in the group up until now, but I started doing an energy or cord cutting meditation like twice a week for the last like 4 weeks. And it works. Like we have energetic cords. Like you and I have one just from meeting at the concert, like, almost 2 years ago. Like you have energetic cords with people that are, thank you, that you have like connections with. Okay. So that I cut that cord off, and then you no longer have that emotional tie, like past exes or friends that you got into it with that aren't, just whatever, just so they don't have any pull on you. That's exactly what it is. They don't have a pull on you. So that's what I'm going over right now. Okay. But so every day, clear energy. Okay. So cord cutting. So if you feel that you have any entanglements with people in your life, past relationships, or any ancestors that may have passed on that are currently holding you back in some way, this is a very healing process to do. And it is. Like, I thought it was bullshit. Like, I had the hardest time wrapping my mind around even just visualization. So meditation and like guided meditations, I had a very hard time visualizing when I first started doing this work. And I mean, it's just using our imagination, but for some reason, I just had a really hard time, like visualizing. It was just weird. Hey, Shara, how are you, girl? I know you probably saw that I broke up with David. So I did it. I'm not just talking about it. I did it, which I'm going to talk about that later too, about how like everything this, like in this group, these lives that I do, this cord cutting meditations, I'm going to talk about all of that in a minute. Right now I'm talking about cord cutting, but it really works. Like it legit 100% works. Because I had no desire whatsoever, like none, to be in his presence. And when he was in my presence, it was like, you're freaking like cramping my style. You need to go. And that's how I felt. And before, you all know, all of you have been around, well, Amber hasn't, but you all, the other ones on here have been around me and David. And you know that he was like my everything, you know? Like I totally adored him. Hey, Michelle, there you are. And so now, and to not have any of that, which I wish him well and everything. I don't mean I hate him, but I'm saying I had no emotional attachment. It was gone. So this is how you do it, okay? So if you have those that are holding you back in some way, this is a very healing process to do. So start a meditation by relaxing your mind and body. So I'll put a meditation in here, and then get into your meditative theta state. It's that theta state. That's what you want to get into. That's what meditation is. That's the purpose of it. That's why meditation is so transformative, because when you get to that theta state, that's where the rewiring starts. What? Not me, what? But that's how it starts. When you get into that theta state, so you relax, and you get to, like, at night, this is a great thing to do at night, because you get into that, and then you become receptive. I mean, you start to retain stuff. So, okay, so start with meditation, relax your mind and body, get into the theta state, and then bring your awareness to the person you feel you need to disconnect energetically from, or simply ask if there's anyone you need to untangle from. And this is so important to, like, visualize. Oh, no, you didn't either, Michelle, you're right. But it's to visualize. Hey, Tammy. I want that Christmas tree still. I'll come in and get that, okay? Because, yeah, he took the Christmas tree, you guys. And Izzy and I really want to put a Christmas tree up this weekend. And so Tammy's going to give me one. So, yeah, but visualize, like, who it is you want to disconnect from. Like, this is really, really important. And then ask where the cord is attached. And I did a meditation, a cord cutting meditation in another video. And you really do, like, when you get into this state, you really do you can feel where this cord is attached. And mine's always like right here. And usually it's like around your solar plexus is where it's at. But, and then notice what comes up for you. It may be a vision, a color, a feeling, or a sensation, or whatever. Then picture in your mind the cord being cut with scissors and dissolving. Visualize a loving white light energy healing the space the cord was on your body, and see that light healing the other person too. That's super important because, girl, he was obsessed with that tree. It was a white one, a white Christmas tree. You don't have any, I'll post some, you guys, I started to cook something last night, and I opened up the kitchen doors, gone. Took all the bowls, took all my saucepan, I don't even know. I don't even care. He took everything and left me like a bit, like one pan. I have no bowls to make. Yeah, he took almost everything. It's fine, whatever. I'm not everything. I have everything, like kitchen table and beds and all the main stuff. And my smart TV that's mounted on the wall. He took all the rest, the little small ones, which they were whatever. They're things. And you guys know me by now, and especially you know me, I could give a shit less about things. I could live in a cardboard box. I swear to God, that's why with, I know. It's just, money is energy to me, and money will help us help more people, which we're going to talk about money like big time in the next couple months. So anyway, let me finish this. Okay. So picture your mind cutting the cord, and then you want to visualize a loving white light energy healing the space the cord was on your body, and see that light healing the other person too. Feel yourself being set free from their energy, because you want to also send them you want them to heal too. We want to send good intention. We don't want people to hurt, at least I don't. Maybe for a little minute we want them to hurt, but in the long run, I want good for him. I want him to be happy. But it's not as important as my happiness now, right? It was before. But so that's really important, because if you don't heal the other person, or at least in intentions to, then they're still going to be, they're like coming after you. Like that's what I'm afraid of. Like, I don't know. I'm still kind of about that part as far as like stalking, but just material. I could care less, because honestly, I've lost 3 important people like in the last 2 years. So I could give a crap less about material ways. So I just like people in my life that I love. So, repeat this process as often as needed, or with as many cords as you feel you have. So I'll put this in like a audio, and I'll post this, like, cause just doing these 2 things, a couple times a week. It's just energy works. It just works. Doing things on the surface, and I mean therapy, working through your beliefs and all of that works too. I'm not saying not that. Just like with our card today was what? Balance, spirituality, and practicality. That was our card for today. And that is exactly what this takes to get toxic people or unwell or draining situations or things that are holding you back from moving forward. You have to do energy work in it too. You can't just do the cosmetic stuff and like going back and forth. And like I said, I went round and round with the same guys forever. And I think all of us here can, like, we know there's men in our past who we still have ties to for some reason or another. There's something either there's something that they have to teach us that we haven't learned. Okay. Tammy, I was thinking about that yesterday. That this is why people come back in our lives, is either they have something to teach us. We learn something from everyone. Everyone has something to teach you. There is not one person, even just running into somebody at the gas station or, whatever. Everybody has something. And so if you didn't learn that lesson, then that person might come back in to teach it to you. And if they're not trying to hurt you in any way, like, they're actually, they have your best, interest at hand, then welcome it and see what's up, and then when it's done and over with, then you do this energy work to level up. This lets you level up in your life. That's what it does, because then you get rid of all the other stuff. And there's something, I'm reading this Akashic record, like I'm getting into like the Akashic records and stuff. Let me know if, Michelle, I know you know what the Akashic records are. And I'm really getting into that now. But there was something in this book, and I wanted to read it to you guys, because this is why this group exists. I say it a lot of why this group exists. Oh, this is why this will relaunch, but this is like really why it exists, is this right here. And it's the definition of what your soul purpose is. Like, so there's a life purpose and there's a soul purpose, and they're not the same thing. Okay. And I'm learning this too. Like because I always did, I thought that. So when I read this, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. But, okay. So your soul purpose is to be more in alignment with who you truly are, be connected, be compassionate. What and how you express this beingness is the key to living your life purpose. You can be a cashier at a small town grocery store and be living your life purpose. So your soul purpose is in direct alignment with your life purpose. But a lot of people, think like, so when we don't do our mission, then that will mean we will always be unhappy and our life will suck and our soul will keep begging us to do what we came here to do. That way of thinking about things is very detrimental to spiritual seekers. Like, that doesn't do anything. The truth is that your life purpose is about how you live your life and how you express your soul purpose. So your soul purpose isn't about doing, it's about being. So it's how you are. It's your default state of being, and just being here to as a light worker. Like I keep on saying over and over, that's what we are. Like when you get to that point where you are one with everyone, people aren't separate. We're all here having a human experience, and we all experience the same shit. All of us. There's not one person here who experiences depression differently. I mean, yes, we might deal with it differently, but it's the same from one person to the next. Now, with narcissists, like, they don't, and I don't like to say I don't like to label people. I don't like it at all, but, it's just crazy to me that we're all born with a soul, but these people are led by their ego. It's freaking crazy. Barrett! Oh my gosh, I miss you. I so need to talk to you so much. I know you saw my post, or I bet you're so proud of me. Barrett is a big part of this story too. But yes, Barrett, yes, I so want to talk to you. I miss you, bud. But I want to tell you guys that, because if you're like walking around, because I hear a lot of people like, I want to know what my purpose is. What's my purpose? And I'm not living it. And I feel, or like they want to find it, right? They want to find their purpose. And you already you already know it. You're doing it. You do it every day. However, it's when you wake up. So that's what an awakening is. Yes, I love you and miss you, Barrett. But that's what an awakening is. Like you're unconscious and you're asleep, and then you raise your level of consciousness and you're awake. And now all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, okay, so I'm here to fucking do something. Sorry, Mom. My mom doesn't want me to cuss. That was her one request. She's like, can you just not cuss that much in your videos? And it's just who I am. Like, it's just, sorry, Mom. But that, I want to tell you guys that. So if you're like, let me know which like Heather and I had a call last week, and a very good one. Like, it was we had a one-on-one, kind of. She kind of like, I don't know. We had a conversation, and that's what it really is. Like, coaching is like, it's like a conversation with intent. It's an intentional conversation to guide you to your goal and cut out the bullshit. And like, that's what I'm here for. Like, it's accountability, it's guidance, it is teaching, and that coaching is teaching as well, which is what I do. So, but anyway, she really said something that like sticks out to me every day. I don't know why, but she said like she feels like she's stuck, but she's being pulled in a direction. Like, she's stuck and she knows she wants to go somewhere, but she can't. But she's right where I was like a year and a half ago. That's where I was at. Like, I was in this place, and Barrett knows, like, but so well, that I was just doing my thing and still loving David. Like, I still let him I didn't need his permission. And just Heather, when we were talking, like, I just feel like that's what you don't need permission for stuff you're doing. And that's what happens when you stop needing